How did I use media technologies in the construction, research, planning and evaluation stages? In order to construct my 3 media products, a music video, an album, magazine advert and a digipack, it was vital that the use of technology was fully used. I consider myself lucky as there is a lot of professional resources where I have the ability to use. It's very important that all the technologies are used resourcefully whilst in the process of creating all the 3 tasks. Media technologies have developed and progressed my skills to reach to the construction part of the project by using them to research for music genres, style of music videos and their conventions. Then alongside reaching out to the planning tasks such as planning initial ideas, mood board, pre-production documents such as course sheets and floor plan. Then moving on to the construction part, where camera and equipment were the main technologies to shooting my music video, and also Premiere was important for the editing stage. So with the wide range of media technologies just for filming and editing, it enabled me to understand functions of them. So when it came to shooting my footage, I used a Canon 600D SLR set on manual settings, which meant I have to set up the aperture, the ISO and the shutter speed. It was a new experience for me as I wasn't really familiar with what these settings on the camera do, but now I understand what they do and how they've benefited me. So in comparing it to AS, I used automatic settings on the camera for my photo shoot, so it's completely different as now I'm working with moving image. I need to set the settings right depending on what location it is and depending on the light and stuff. So as I'm working with moving image, there are certain features such as the ISO and the aperture that may have to be set up due to the locations where I'm shooting. So for both of my performance shoots were done indoor and outdoor. So I had to put the camera in the following settings of prime aperture lens of 1.8mm, and this allowed more light to come in and to create a shallow focus, and yeah, it was used for both indoor and outdoor and for both performances. The shutter speed was 1 out of 50 alongside the ISO setting on 200 to 600, so I had to keep changing depending on the light, especially outdoors. And the ISO enables, the lower the ISO, it enables the footage not to be too grainy, and it can give it more of a HD effect to it. And the advantage of using a digital camera rather than a film camera is that I can spontaneously make decisions straight after taking an image or video, and I can review it. So this also saves time in planning out another shoot for another time, whereas I can take more images, footage at the same time, at the same place after reviewing it. So nearly all the shots were taken on a tripod. The tripod was used to ensure that all shots were sharp and still. If there was a slight shakiness, then Premiere enabled me to correct the footage by using warp stabilizer. The warp stabilizer gives a smooth-looking illusion that the clip's shot well, but in reality, it's shot really shakily. So yeah, another piece of equipment that enabled me to get close-up shots free-handed was the Steadicam. The Steadicam benefited me to shoot extreme close-ups and move around while I'm shooting, so it gives an effect that the camera is following the person, which is a good thing for a performance video. Another equipment I used was lights, so they were mainly used in the studio for the performer and the ballerina, and by having those lights set up I could reduce my ISO on the camera and maximise the quality of the footage, which also meant the footage wasn't grainy or pixelated. In terms of software now, so in terms of construction, I use Adobe Premiere to edit the footage and construct my overall music video. For me, it was the first time using Adobe Premiere, and I had to practice by watching tutorials and make small mini videos for my case studies just to play around with the features and see what I can get. So at first it seemed very challenging because I had to work on a lot of continuous timeline with moving image, and for me, I'm not used to it, as in previous projects in GCSE media and AS media, I was using more print media rather than moving image, so it gave me kind of a new skill to learn, which was really good. So Adobe Premiere is a software which provides a wide range of functions and effects that can be used during the editing process, and the software itself is really advanced and is commonly used in the industry. So there's another benefit for me where I can use Premiere at a really confident level now, as while I was editing I experimented different features and functions to see how it would affect my music video, and by doing this I have benefited from it because I know how to use Premiere now, and it's given me an insight of what they can do. So with my ancillary tasks, Adobe InDesign was a software I used for the magazine advert and the digipack, and this software I'm already confident with because I've used it for my AS for the magazine, so I'm familiar with the tools and the features and how they work. So for me, the ancillary tasks was simply just knowing what I wanted to do, and all I had to do was just get the text, put it in, and just use different features to make it professional looking at the end. And there was a new thing I learned in InDesign actually, which was how I can create two of the same pieces but in different layouts, but they can still be aligned the same way. So the text could be on the left and it will still be on the left in the other format. So I created two versions of my magazine advert, a portrait and a landscape, and they both use the same images, same text, same colours and everything, but the only thing is it's just the layouts are different. So it's a portrait and a landscape, and this tool allowed me to place images, text and other features into one page, and then it would automatically be applied to the landscape version, which means I don't need to hassle around I need to go back to the landscape and just turn the little text, rotate it a bit. I didn't have to do that at all. So this was very efficient and quick for me. Using software such as Adobe Premiere and InDesign, it's become very beneficial to me once again, as I've got the opportunity to work with these industry standard software, and I've benefited from getting skills out of them which I can use in the future and to create professional looking products at the end of the day. Going on to the internet now. The internet was a central element in this whole project because the internet provided me with information and allowed me to visit websites such as Blogger, YouTube and Google. I used Google a lot for the majority of my research tasks, and it provided me with plenty of information from many sources for any topic. Nonetheless, the internet facilitated to access many presentation websites such as Prezi and SlideShare. So without this, I wouldn't be able to research similar products in my music video and get inspiration from it. I wouldn't be able to research existing digipacks and magazine adverts. Alongside, I wouldn't be able to plan my music video by creating mood boards and emailing or contacting the artist or the record label and for permission for the song, and use Blogger to evidently portray my work at the end of the day. So at the start of the year, I had to create a blog, and the reason a blog is created once again is to portray all the work I do and share it. And it also portrays a slight journey as well, from the beginning of the course to the end, and how we've developed throughout this course. So the blogs portray works over the past 10 months, and it's very good to help me. And I could also portray different presentation platforms via internet such as Prezi and SlideShare and YouTube, which enabled me to upload documents such as shot lists and the rushes log via SlideShare. So Prezi is an online presentation platform that gives presentation more of a creative and dynamic view to it. It was easy to use and made presentations more intriguing to watch rather than a basic PowerPoint, and it enabled me to present my thoughts clearly and make them look visually appealing. So yeah, And then YouTube was also used so that I can access nearly any music video from any artist and by any director, and I can just get inspiration from them for my own music video. Furthermore, I also uploaded many drafts of my music video, raw footage, and other tasks such as animatic video montage, just to portray my work differently. Furthermore, YouTube was also used to upload my evaluation as well. Furthermore, my smartphone and my tablet are another route to access internet and apps. So I've downloaded many apps such as Blogger, Prezi, YouTube, just to access these platforms for my work and just to get some work done. And yeah. So overall, I believe media technologies have been used efficiently in each stage and has benefited me in some way and has resulted me to get a music video at the end of the day. And yeah.